All right, so we're going to try and pick up where we left off. So I realized when I was had you guys on screen here a little while ago that I went into Connect into McGraw-Hill. I was looking for an intro to psych book, which is why I couldn't find your class, and I forgot you guys are abnormal psych. Okay, so we're going to go back into module 1. Everything is in here now for you to see. So when you first log into Connect, this is how I want you to do it. Because I know if you read the directions on the card that they gave you, it says something different, but I want you to follow this way. So we're going to click on Chapter 1, Work to Complete. And this first thing is going to, at the table of contents, is your Chapter 1 Smart Book, okay? And then this last one down here, the concept clip, is also McGraw-Hill related. So we're going to click to launch. So this is going to look different on my end than yours because I'm already registered. But once you click this, it'll take you to a place where you can register. You can put your email address in. It'll ask you for the registration code, or it'll give you the option to purchase it, or it may or may not let you do like a 2-week trial to get started. I'm not sure if they're offering that in the summertime or not. So we're going to click launch, and this will take you into your textbook too. So let me go into preview so that we can look at this from what you would see. Okay, so this is what should come up when you come in. So you can click on continue reading to read about the chapter, or you can go to the questions, right? When we click on continue reading, this is just as if you had a printed book, same thing that you would see, okay? You can bounce back to questions here. And once you get this bar up here on the top left filled, then you know you're done with this assignment. 20 concepts is not necessarily 20 questions. It depends on, are you getting the questions right or are you getting the questions wrong? Before you answer, you can choose to go and read about that concept, and it'll take you exactly into the book where it discusses this. All right, kind of highlights it there for you, and then you can go back and answer the question. All right, and so we're going to click on sociocultural, even though we know that's not the right answer. We're going to say that we're kind of confident down here at the bottom, and it says that we're incorrect. Right, and it says it's biopsychosocial. And so it's going to give you the right answer, but it's going to ask you the same kind of question again or concept again until you master it. You can see we don't have anything in our bars filled in because we didn't get it right. If you, there's the, multiple choice, sometimes multiple answer. There's like a fill in the blank sometimes, or like a drag and drop where you put things in order. So there's different style questions in here. In terms of like a fill in the blank, spelling, it catches most spelling errors and things, but that's something else to kind of think about is spelling it. But if you spell something wrong, it usually still gives you credit unless you're way off base and the system doesn't recognize it. So we're gonna click on read about the concept again. All right, so it takes us to the biological part, biopsychosocial. Right, so we're going to go back and we're going to, read the question, and we're talking about like MRI scans. We're talking about, possibly like PTSD here too. So we're going to click on biologically. We're going to say that we're really confident and we got it right. And so you can see we got a little bit of a blue bar up here, right? Okay, so that's how you're going to do each chapter, right? Each chapter should take you about 20 minutes or so, depending on how well you know the material, right? We're going to click exit assignment. So it says you can pick up where you left off, so it always saves, whatever progress you've made. It's not going to delete anything. So we're going to exit the assignment. And I'm going to click return to Blackboard. Like I said, that part might look a little different than you. And so here you can see the other assignments down here. This is the chapter 1 discussion. This is the one on Ruby Wax, Shades of Abnormality. And then this is the chapter 1 concept clip, which is also in McGraw-Hill. So we're going to preview this. Okay, so you're going to watch the little video and you're going to answer the question. Okay. That's kind of how these are set up. So these concept clips or anything but the smart book, then the last thing I showed you will count right or wrong depending on what your answers are. When you do the smart book, it doesn't matter if you're answering questions wrong. It's just going to keep asking you questions until you master it and you'll get your full points. But this one, if you get something wrong, they'll take off points. on that type of assignment. So let's click back into module 1. So everything is set up the same way, right? So your chapter 2 video readings, videos, and resources. This is everything you should be looking at here, including your PowerPoint. You can see here it wants to download the PowerPoint. And then the work to complete for chapter 2. And then your exam, right? Everything is open in the whole class, all the chapters, all the exams. Class doesn't officially start until Tuesday next week, but all the material is open and is ready for you. Let's look at a discussion board real quick. Let's go into module 2. Let's click on work 3. We got discussion in here. All right. Okay. So this is our discussion board. So we are going to click to launch. When you create a new thread, well, let me back up 1 minute. Hold on, that's backwards. So, read your question, or, you can always copy it and, put it in like a Word document so you can go back and check on it. So we're going to click to launch. When you create a thread, you're going to do it like this. You're going to hit create thread. You're going to give it a title. You can see the question up here again. Give it a title. Sometimes your name helps so that, people can see who you're responding to. Otherwise, you can, copy this and put this as your title, right? And then you're going to write your answer in this box, okay? Although I will tell students, I think it helps if you go into like a Word document and write, because it tends to catch more spelling, grammar, things like that if you do it in Word, and then just copy it back into this box when you're done. But that's, your choice as to what you want to do. And then you would hit submit once you do your post, okay? So I'm going to go in and delete this so you guys don't get confused. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have deleted that. Hold on. Let me go do that again. Then I'll talk to you about the replies. Hit submit. Okay, so when you see, people have posted, you can go click on the link and then you would just hit reply, all right? And then I would appreciate it if you would include their name. So, I'm replying to Catherine, so I would put Catherine's name and then sign your name at the bottom, after you, Dr. Mattson is how I sign it all the time. After you do your post, so do your greetings and stuff so that way I can see. In the gradebook, it's a little bit different. That way I can see who you're replying to and have some sense of that. And then type out your reply and then just hit, submit, and now your reply is there too. Okay, let me go delete that. So that's how we do the discussion board. When you go to submit assignments and things, so let's go back into chapter 1. Let's click on the shades of abnormality. So it gives you the due date reminder, tells you how many points. This is where I was talking about you need to, don't write in here unless you have a comment directly to me, but click on the right submission box if you want to type directly into here. Otherwise, if you attach it as a file, you would browse your computer and you would find wherever you have it saved on your computer, attach it, and then at the bottom here, we would hit submit. So just make sure that if you are a Mac user, don't send me a .pages. Make sure you save your document as a .docx or a .rtf or a .pdf so that I can open the file. Okay, so that's how you would submit assignments. So that's kind of the 3 areas. So you have your discussion board, you have the stuff that's in Connect, and then you have the assignments. And then your exams are all in here. They're all multiple choice. You get 1 shot, so pay attention to your time. You have about 50 minutes on this first exam here, right, to get through it. And as you go along, just reach out with questions. Right? You'll see your gradebook updated in the My Grades. Right? You'll be able to click on that and to see all the different grades and stuff as we go. And reach out with any questions that you have, and I'd be happy to help. And you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing some of your work next week.